Hey guys, guess who's finally returned to the land of the living? And I thought the best way to celebrate would be to show you all the books I got in both July and August. So, let's get to it. In July, we had a whole bunch of books. First off was a new release, which I haven't yet read, but I was very excited about. And I Darken by Kirsten White. This is a gender-swapped version of the story of Vlad the Impaler and the Ottoman Empire. I've heard it's a slow-moving but very enjoyable political YA, so I'm really looking forward to it. Then we have some Cassandra Clare. You'd think, now that I've bought the last 3 books in the Mortal Instrument and the Infernal Devices trilogy, that I read more of the Mortal Instruments and loved it. I've still only read the first one. Up next we've got Nevernight by Mr. J. Kristoff. I went to the book signing for this. Signed. But I haven't had a chance to read it yet. My TBR is so long. And he's got a very flowery and detailed writing style in this, which is just not quite what I'm feeling at the moment. I'm interested in reading things that are more fast-paced, to the point. So this is one that I'm holding off until I'm in the mood to read that sort of story. But I am looking forward to it. It's a very pretty cover. Then I've got More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. I was seeing this one floating around BookTube and I decided that I wanted to give it a go. My understanding is it is a fairly sad YA. So next time I'm in the mood for a tearjerker, I'm gonna go with this one. Finally, I've got Amanda Palmer's The Art of Asking, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Let People Help. Amanda Palmer is just awesome and amazing, and so I'm really looking forward to reading this book. Plus, asking for help is a thing that I've been known to struggle with in the past. So hopefully this might help me out. And this is the last book for July. On to August! Here we have a collection of writing books. For those of you who don't know, I'm in the process of editing my first novel, and simply put, I want to learn the craft more. I want to continue to write better and better books, so I really want to put the effort into reading about the craft, doing the exercises, and just learning more about it. And so we've got Novel Shortcuts, 10 Techniques That Ensure a Great First Draft by Laura Whitcomb. We've got The Fire in the Fiction, Passion, Purpose, and Techniques to Make Your Novel Great by Donald Mass. We've got Your First Novel, A Published Author and a Top Agent Share the Keys to Achieving Your Dream by Anne Rittenberg and Laura Whitcomb. We've got Plot and Structure by James Scott Bell, which is the one that I'm reading first. And then also by James Scott Bell, we've got Just Right, Creating Unforgettable Fiction and a Rewarding Writing Life. I'm really looking forward to that one. Then we also have Throne of the Crescent Moon by Saladin Ahmed. I follow him on Twitter, and aside from being really funny, he's generally got a lot of great points to make about politics and racism in the world. So I already know I like his Twitter writing. We'll see if that translates to how I like his fiction writing. Yeah, this is also part of my quest to try and read books by more diverse authors. As much as I love, you know, Goodreads and BookTube and all those kinds of things, it can get very, very echo chambery, and you can get a little bit tunnel. You can get tunnel vision and miss a lot of great authors. So this is part of my quest to expand my reading. Up next we have the 6 books that I bought today at Dimmicks. I refuse to admit I have a problem with the amount of books I buy. It's not a problem until I'm unable to eat. At that point, I will acknowledge I have a problem. We've got The Crown's Game by Evelyn Sky. So this is a Russian fantasy political drama YA, which I've been seeing a lot around and I really wanted to check out. I love stories that are all about castle politics and just politics within a magical world, because the way that just the introduction of magic can completely throw off all our established political structures is really fascinating if it's done right. So I'm hoping for something good with this one. Then we've got The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. Now I've read The 100,000 Kingdoms, which was an N.K. Jemisin. It was a really enjoyable book. It's been a while, so my memory's a little fuzzy on it, but I'm pretty sure she just took out the Hugo Awards, and she was shortlisted also for Nebula and Locus, so I'm on board with this. I'm keen to see an award winner. Then we've got A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This book's real big on BookTube, so you'll see it all around. It's this illustrated short story that I understand is being turned into a movie. So yeah, I'm just looking for something a little bit haunting, something that stays with you even though it's a bit short. Next we've got A Scanner Darkly by Philip K. Dick. Now I really like sci-fi, but I didn't used to. I used to only be into fantasy. So there's a lot of great sci-fi writers that I just have not read. Philip K. Dick is such an important writer within sci-fi, and I've not read any of his books. So I'm starting with A Scanner Darkly. I did see the movie of it, but that was a long time ago, and I don't remember much about it except for the art style. So yeah, I'm excited for this. Plus, look at that cover. This is a really nice one. I like it a lot. So October's coming up. Halloween is just not as big in Australia as it is in America. You're unlikely to see a lot of people out trick-or-treating. Pumpkin spice is not a thing that exists out here. But I want to get into the Halloween spirit, so I picked up a couple of horror and scary books, and I'm looking forward to seeing if they leave my spine tingling. So we've got Ring by Koji Suzuki. This is the book that The Ring was based on, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, the novel that spawned the blockbuster movies. I'm excited for this one. I've never seen The Ring, so I don't know much about it except that there's a videotape and in 7 days you die. It'll be interesting, once I've read the book, maybe I'll go watch the movie, see how much of it's changed in translating it from a Japanese novel to a American movie. But yeah, looking forward to this one. Another just like really intense cover. Then I've got The Woman in Black and Other Ghost Stories by Susan Hill. This is another one that's been turned into a movie with Daniel Radcliffe, another one I haven't seen. I like gothic horror a lot. I like the old idea of the mansion, estate home, the fact that no one will talk about the ghost because it's not proper, you don't do that, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just excited to see about it. So there is one last book that I haven't told you guys about, and that's because I don't know what it is yet. Elizabeth's Bookshop, which is a secondhand bookstore, does this thing called Blind Date with a Book. So this is a horror, ghost, mystery, scary, stay out of her room. Those are the hints that are on the cover. Let's give it an open, eh? If you want to try and guess what it is, write it in the comments now. There we go. Okay. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. There we go. It is Naomi's Room. I don't know this one. A spine-chilling classic. Charles and Laura, a young, happily married couple inhabiting the privileged world of the Cambridge Academia. Brimming with excitement, Charles sets off with his daughter Naomi on a Christmas Eve shopping trip to London. But by the end of the day, all Charles and his wife are left with are cups of tea and police sympathy. For Naomi, their beautiful, angelic only child has disappeared, and days later her murdered body is discovered. But is she dead? Ooh! Right, another horror book. Excellent. Alright, now that I'm back to full health, expect a video every Monday and Friday here on this channel. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go back to playing Overwatch.